going, Clash Bashers? Rocky here today, and today we're here to talk about the winter update and the huge changes coming to Clash of Clans, mostly the balancing changes that were announced today. Originally, I was gonna wait to do this type of video until like the update actually came out, but with the news that came out today, like I felt like I have to do this video. We might upload twice today because I was originally gonna do some Lava Loonian event farming and check that out, but man, some of the news coming out today and yesterday is just absolutely huge. We're gonna talk about what's going on, talk about what the clan games are, mostly just read over the article and discuss these balancing changes. These balancing changes are so huge. Offense is getting a huge boost all over the board, and we're going to talk about that today. Make sure you guys subscribe and turn on those notifications, because once the update does come out, we'll be having tons of content coming out talking about the update, what the clan games are, and showing you guys a bunch of examples of all that great stuff. Okay guys, so yesterday we had a post that said clan games are on the way. They didn't give a ton of details, and that's why I didn't really do a video about it. But clan games are on the way. What is this going to mean? We're going to kind of read through this and talk about what this article kind of discusses, and hopefully it's going to be something really awesome. It sounds very fun, but it says the village's roads, no more than a few troops, have been papered with flyers about the new clan games and a strange blue caravan that has been sighted. Rumor has it clan members will need to work together in games to complete challenges, and there will be new treasures to be won. So there hints at new treasures, whatever that might mean. I mean, we always like new treasures, right? And clanmates working together, so it's really going to bring the clan aspect, not only, you know, clan working together in war, but clan working together in whatever these games might be. That sounds really awesome. And then this kind of plays around a little bit. Speculation is mounting among our troops of what the challenges might be. Three-legged race, egg and spoon race. Obviously these are joking around with the golem holding the egg and the spoon. Sack race with the P.E.K.K.A. I don't know how the P.E.K.K.A. would hold up the sack with the sword. That doesn't seem like it's going to work out. Skipping the barbarian. I mean, that would actually be kind of cool. Like, you gotta press a button, the barbarians jump and rope. That would be pretty cool. But it says, don't worry, the troops will not have to actually compete in these challenges. However, you need to team up with clanmates to complete different challenges, ranging from multiplayer attacks in home village to versus battle and builder base. The points you collect from your own complete attacks will count towards a shared clan point pool. The higher the clan points, the bigger and better rewards for all participants. Stay tuned for more info on these new and mysterious magical items. Until then, clash on. So really cool stuff right there. So you're gonna have to complete tasks, almost like quests, to get some points to work towards the rewards, whatever these rewards are. Mysterious and new items. I wonder what that's gonna hint at. Hopefully it'd be some cool stuff as far as the home village. I mean, we need some help on the home village. So really pumped up about these clan games. Looking forward to them, but that wasn't the main reason I did today's video. The balancing changes are going to be crazy, and that's the main reason I decided to go ahead and record this video. Let's go ahead and talk about these balancing changes, guys. Okay, so this post came out today, December 2017 balancing update, and this one is huge, guys. This is going to change a lot about war, a lot about farming, pushing, pretty much all aspects of offense throughout the game, and a little bit about defense, and we'll kind of talk about that as we kind of get to it. Let's go ahead and read through this article. As part of the 2017 winter update, we're introducing balancing changes that will affect Town Hall 10s and 11s. We understand that there's a significant barrier of entry from going to Town Hall 9 to 10, and even going to higher ones to Town Hall 11. This not only noted how many players prefer to remain at Town Hall 9, but also looking at the drop-off of success rates at 3-star attacks on the higher Town Hall levels. We want the game to be challenging and fun, but we also don't want to be discouraging with a steep learning curve and people are demotivated by its difficulty. Addressing these balancing issues has been a challenging task. While we've introduced new troop levels, walls levels, other upgrades over the course of the year, we're taking a significantly different approach and for this content balance. Here are the changes that are coming to this update. So golems are going to get a slight buff on the lower levels. Level 1, 2, and 3, we're going to get a nice hit point buff for the golems, and I really agree with this one. Level 1 golems, pretty much unusable. They're so hard to, they don't really tank as much. Getting a 600 hit point buff, that's going to be huge. Level 2 is getting a 400 hit point buff. Level 3 getting a 300 hit point buff. I think that's going to help out some of the lower level golem attacks, and that way golems are a little bit more usable instead of having to get them upgraded to like level 4 at Town Hall 9 right away, which, you know, we kind of did that yesterday. Lava Hound's getting a nice hit point buff as well, level 1, 2, and 3. So Town Hall 9's getting a nice buff, and then a little bit in the Town Hall 10 there as well. Level 1 getting 400 hit points, level 2 getting 300, and level 3 getting an extra 100. So this is going to make La Loonian even a little bit stronger, which we love La Loonian because it's so good at farming. But I think this is going to have a huge impact on war because it's already a pretty powerful attack, and this will help people use it a little bit better and be stronger with it, having those hounds just tank a little bit longer. Giants are going to get a slight hit point buff at 5, 7, and 8. Just a little bit of extra hit points, which is really cool. I use Giants a lot for farming. Giants can also be used to tank in at the beginning of attacks, so that's a pretty cool little buff there, getting a slight buff at 5, 7, and 8. Next up, one of the biggest things I'm really sad about, the miner housing space going from 5 to 6. So this is actually going to nerf the amount of miners you can take. I'm pretty sad about this. I'm just learning how to use miners. Miners were going to become a huge part of what I was doing, but if we kind of look here, originally, if at Town Hall 10, we could take 48 miners, then we could take 7 miners in the clan castle as well. But once they come up to 6 space, we're only going to be able to take 40 miners in there, guys, because they're going to take up more space. And then only 5 miners in the clan castle. Effectively, we're going to be losing 10 total miners if we were just using all miners at Town Hall 10. And that's going to be really huge. Miners going to kind of fall off, in my opinion. They'll still probably be used for farming, but I don't think we'll see them as much for war. But based on some of the other stuff coming with the balance changing, maybe we will. And we'll talk about that right coming up real soon. Next up, the Barbarian King and Archer Queen getting 5 more levels up to max level 50. I think this is going to be at Town Hall 11 only, going from 45 to 50. And then it'll show off also new Dark Elixir costs for the King and Queen. So very cool stuff, getting more hero levels there. So this update balancing is really shifted towards offense, making that offense stronger. And I think they just want to see more 3-stars across the board and just better attacks across the board. And that kind of what it talked about in the beginning of the article. The next one is the biggest. It's a huge change, guys. I can't believe this is happening. Inferno Towers, the effect that prevents healing while receiving damage from the Inferno Towers has been removed. That's huge, guys. That is huge. So before, if you would heal and your troops were on Inferno Towers, they would not heal through it if they were under the Inferno beam. So before, what we would see is if your troops were under Inferno fire, you could not heal them. So 5 troops at a time could not be healed. If you had 2 Infernos, 10 troops. And that was really a pain, especially, I mean, a lot of these mass attacks, you would lose a lot of troops because they wouldn't be able to heal up, and they would just get taken out by the Infernos and the point defenses. And now, with them being able to be healed through Infernos and stuff, I think that's the reason the miner buff is happening, because let's be honest, if miners were able to heal through Infernos, it would be super OP. But I think this is going to be huge. I think we're going to see a lot of spam attacks. I see hogs being really huge. One of the biggest reasons Town Hall 10 hogs don't get used as much is because of the heal thing. So now the heals are going to be able to happen through Inferno Towers. I think hogs are going to be really huge at Town Hall 10. Walloon's going to make a huge comeback. Walloons are already being used. And bowlers and witches is going to just absolutely wreck Town Hall 10s. So I think this is going to be really huge and significant as far as seeing more 3-stars. It really changes the whole landscape of attacking at Town Hall 10 and 11, in my opinion. One of the crazy things we might even see is more Town Hall 9v10 triples now that this is a thing. Witch Slap could just absolutely wreck some Town Hall 10s. We might see some hogs wrecking some Town Hall 10s. This could get really interesting. I'm really curious to see how this plays out. I think this might have been a little bit of overreacting to the lack of 3-stars. In my opinion, I don't really know if this was necessary, but I guess we're gonna have to wait and see if it works out in a positive light or not. So moving on from there, we got walls. We're getting 25 more walls for level 12 at Town Hall 11. So just, you know, adding more of those walls in there, 125 total now. Army camps, this one is huge. Town Hall 11, gaining an additional army camp level. So we're going to get extra troops at Town Hall 11 as well. So not only is the Inferno nerf going down, but Town Hall 11 is getting more housing space, which that is going to be huge, guys. More troops, I think that'll take it, what, to 260? That's going to be crazy. Town Hall 11 with the Warden and extra hero levels. I feel like Town Hall 11 is going to get crazy. We probably won't be seeing as much before, like in league play, we'll see, you know, 10v11s and then 11s dipping on 10s. I feel like we're going to start seeing a lot more 11v11 action and a lot more 10v10 action. And I think that was the whole point of what they did here, is to make sure we're hitting across, and it really promotes that to get more 3-stars, more challenges out there. And then we also see Expos are going to get a little bit of a nerf at level 2, 3, and 4. Slight DPS decrease from 70 to 60 at 2, 90 to 80 at 3, and 100 to 90 at level 4. So that's going to help out Town Hall 9s and 10s there. Crazy stuff coming in here, guys. I think offense is going to be crazy. I think the rise of the spam attack is going to come back, with Infernos not being able to heal or prevent healing anymore. I think we're going to see spam attacks coming back a little bit more. Not so much more multi-phase attacks as we're used to, but I think this could play out really interesting. We'll have to keep an eye on a lot of the league play. is a good indicator of what's going on, but I think this is a crazy update. I don't know, the balancing changes just seem absolutely ridiculous for this. Like, offense is going to be really OP in my opinion, and a lot of people might be like, I don't know about this, but I think this is what they're trying to do, is really just get people excited about, you know, going 11v11 and 10v10, and I think we're going to start to see a ton of that coming up. So that's what's going on in Clash of Clans, guys. Huge news coming out, clan games and huge balancing changes. Oh man, I am so pumped up for this. I'm really excited to see how these balancing changes are going to affect things, so we'll kind of have to keep an eye on that and see how things work out there. Hopefully you guys are pumped up about this update. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching today. You guys have a great day. Keep on Clash bashing.